Since Trump is honestly the driving force in the division and the rhetoric that we're experiencing in the country right now, it's curious to hear what he has to say about all this. Is he going to strongly condemn what's happening with these bombs that are being sent to various liberals and Democratic political figures? Well, he did speak about this at a press conference. There are several portions that I want to show you. Let's start with the first.
I'd like to begin today's remarks by providing an update on the suspicious packages and devices mailed to current and former high-ranking government officials. The safety of the American people is my highest and absolute priority. I have just concluded a briefing with the FBI, Department of Justice, Department of Homeland Security, and the U.S. Secret Service. As we speak, the packages are being inspected by top explosive experts, and a major federal investigation is now underway. The full weight of our government is being deployed to conduct this investigation and bring those responsible for these despicable acts to justice. We will spare no resources or expense in this effort. And I just want to tell you that in these times, we have to unify. We have to come together and send one very clear, strong, unmistakable message that acts or threats of political violence of any kind have no place in the United States of America.
Okay, he's reading from a prompter, and let me explain why that's relevant. All presidents read from prompters, that's not the big deal. But Trump often does not read from a prompter. So he's reading from one there. Why? Because his aides know, oh my God, do not let him speak
off the cuff.
Okay, because what's he gonna say? He's gonna say there's good people on both sides, right? So they're like, okay, hey, knucklehead, make sure you say it is terrible and dangerous, okay? And he's a well-known coward, so he might think like, well, I mean, if my guys are bombing, maybe they'll bomb me, and okay, wait, this is important and dangerous, right? But no, but you're the guy who said after there was a shooting in a press room in Maryland, you continue to call the press the enemy of the people. And then Khashoggi was murdered. He's a columnist for the Washington Post. He was dismembered and beheaded. And then you went out and gave a speech saying it was great that Giafforti, a Republican congressman, body slammed a reporter and viciously assaulted him, right? And you celebrated that at a rally just last week. And now you turn around like, oh, golly gee, there's violence in the country. Man, we're on it, we're on it.
So, with any other US president, what he said in that statement was perfectly fine. But for Trump to say that the safety of Americans is his highest and absolute priority is laughable because of all the reasons you just listed right now. I mean, he has given a nod and a wink toward violence over and over again. He did it during his campaign where he said that, he would pay for the legal bills or fees if someone had gone after a Trump protester, if one of his voters or supporters had done so. Just last week, as you mentioned, the Gianforte comment about body slamming reporters. I mean, over and over again, you hear violent rhetoric from Trump, and it has emboldened others to speak this way about the other side, about the other political side. And this nonstop fear-mongering that we see, when it comes to migrants, when it comes to anyone that they consider their opponents, that does have an impact, especially when you consider the fact that, tempers are out of control right now. And we also have severe mental health issues that go untreated in this country because of our ridiculous healthcare system. And so when you speak the way that you do, Trump, people listen, and if someone's unhinged enough to buy into your nonsense, they might act on it, and that's what we're seeing right now.
So he called the left a violent mob for actually asking for their government to do better, okay? Like, wow, how dare you talk to government officials without a check in your hand, and if you're not a lobbyist, man, you're a violent mob. And then the caravan, violent mob, nonstop, not violent mob. So what does that do? It gets people going, oh, well, then I gotta stop their violence, right? Even though that violence that doesn't actually exist. And then remember when he said in one of the rallies, hey, in the good old days, when someone spoke up like this, we took him out on a stretcher. Well, Donald Trump, congratulations. If the bombs had gone off, you would have taken people out on stretchers.
mean, remember one of the tweets that got a lot of attention early on in his presidency was when he showed that, video of CNN, getting body slammed by a wrestler. And I mean, he keeps spreading this message of violence and division over and over again. It has an impact. The fish rots from the head down.
I mean, when right-wing white supremacists and neo-Nazis killed someone in Charlottesville. Remember, they actually put 30 people in the hospital. Guy ran over 30 people and killed one. Trump came out and said, well, there's good people on both sides.
It's unbelievable.
And then, golly gee, I wonder where the violence came from. I can't quite tell. I wonder if the president encouraged it. Yes, he most definitely encouraged it over and over and over again. So if you're a right-winger, please spare me your stupid, disingenuous tears about, oh my God, how could you say that? We're so triggered. How could you say that it's Donald Trump's fault and it's our fault for constantly asking for violence? Well, you do ask for violence, and now you've received it. Congratulations. Thanks for watching this free clip of the Young Turks. Don't forget to become a TYT member today. For more exclusive content, join now at tyt.com/join.